Goon Magna. Magna unironically bodies. You know, you know what? I'm gonna talk about that right now, and then I can clip that and make a segment. I won't show you any scans, but you can. I mean, I've talked about it in videos before, but anyways. So the reason why Magna, like, unironically, just bodies Licht and Lumiere. Actually, he maybe doesn't body them. He probably does, but he definitely beats them in a 2v1. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, Licht and Lumiere, if they teamed up, like the Elfark versions of them, they would get beaten by Magna. Now, the reason for this is a mixture of the anime canon and the light novel, which adds context to the anime canon. So, if you look at what we see Licht and Lumiere do in the Elfark, they are weaker than suppressed Zagrid. Even Licht with his ultimate magic was weaker than Zagrid, because it said that it barely put a dent in Zagrid's magic power. So, that's what we know about Licht and Lumiere. They're weaker than Zagrid by a considerable margin. And we know that Asta, in his black form, he scales relative-ish to Licht and Lumiere and his black form. He's weaker. He needs Black Divider to be stronger than him, but what happens? And sorry if I'm like my throat really hurts really bad. Sorry I have a cough drop in, but you're gonna have to deal with it. But what happens is Asta gets getting stronger and stronger and stronger over the anime canon. And so what happens when you get to the anime canon? The episode where they go to the Jolton volcano again, but this time they go underground. And basically, it is so strong, this Jolton volcano, that the entrance of it is hotter than the regular volcano that they were trained in before, and it gets hotter and harder to go through the deeper they go. And Asta can't go through it in his base. He has to create a new technique called anti-monoskin, and it's basically stated that these characters doing this training are getting stronger by the second while they're doing this training. And Magna and Luck are there. And what happens is they keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger. They keep getting deeper and deeper and deeper into the dungeon. And they're getting better and better and better with their control. And what happens is they run into this giant spider. And this spider is strong enough so that when Asta goes into his black form, he gets bodied by it. He gets bodied by the spider. And Leopold does better against that spider than Black Asta. Which means that at the very least, Leopold scales to Black Asta. And this is a Black Asta, who, as I said, has already been getting stronger by the second in this training. By getting deeper and deeper and deeper. Like, he's getting deeper. He's getting stronger and stronger the deeper he gets. And then he loses to the spider, and Leopold does better. So Leopold scales to this Black Asta that is way stronger than the Black Asta that was relative to Licht and Lumiere. And then what happens is Leopold gets even stronger. Leopold fights a magic golem, and he is weaker than the magic golem. And then Magna comes in and one-shots the magic golem. So Magna one-shots a magic golem that could not be defeated by a Leopold who scales above Black Asta, who was a way stronger Black Asta that was relative to Licht and Lumiere. And it gets even crazier, because in the anime canon, after this point, after Magna has already surpassed Black Asta, what happens is he gets another massive amp. So there's this, if you guys don't remember, and I saw the super chat, I will get to it in a sec. Actually, I'll just do it right now, just in case it goes away. But from Pimp Team, and thank you, man. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know what currency that is, NOK, but thanks for the 20 NOK super chat. Appreciate that. Oster versus Hades from Record of Ragnarok. Damn, thanks for reminding me. I need to get caught up on Record of Ragnarok. I'm like 2 years behind on that manga. It was one of my favorite manga of all time, but it's hard for me to keep up with monthly series, so thanks for reminding me. And that's also a good suggestion. Appreciate that. I definitely do want to do Black Clover and Record of Ragnarok not collaboration, but if like let's say Black Clover characters represented humanity for Record of Ragnarok, and they fought against the gods, I think that'd be a cool idea. So thanks, Pimp. Thanks, Pimp Team. That's a really good idea. But back to Magna. Is that so? We already showed you Magna. He scales above Black Asta. A Black Asta is way stronger than one that was relative to Licht and Lumiere. So that means that this Magna right here should already like be able to put up a good fight against Licht or Lumiere. Maybe even put up a good fight against both of them at the same time. But the crazy thing is that in this training arc, Magna gets returned to his manic mana state. Now, this is a term that I made up. I just called this because that's what it looks like. If you guys don't remember when Asta went back to the Black Bull's base after the Witch's Forest, and then we see Luck and Magna. They're both like charged with mana. They're floating. They look a little bit different. That is actually, we get more information on that from the light novel. But that's the manic mana state I'm talking about. Is they get that again in the anime canon. And in the light novel, it states that it's greater than a 25 times multiplier. And so basically you get this from, so Luck and Magna fought a golem. This golem is actually stated to be as strong as the Yami that fought Raya, Fauna, and Veto at the same time. It's stated to be as strong as that Yami. And they beat it, but when they beat it, after beating it together, they only have 4% of their power left. And then they run into 10 more magic golems. Each of them are stronger than the original magic golem. And then they get the manic mana state that makes it so they can actually defeat the 10 golems. Which means that because they were at only 4% power, getting the manic mana state was more than a 25 times multiplier. So, what that means is that Magna has gotten 25 times stronger again. And if you're wondering, it is confirmed by Julius in the light novel that when Luck and Magna get that manic mana state, they absorb it. Like it just becomes their new base power. So Magna is well over 25 times stronger than a Black Asta that was way stronger than a Black Asta that was relative to Licht and Lumiere. So and then this Magna gets even stronger because it's just at the beginning of the time skip. So Magna unironically beats Licht and Lumiere at the same time. Gotta love Black Clover scaling.